In addition to easing of restriction, right now politics in Thailand seems heating up again, Kun Thepchai.
Yeah, that's right. Because for a while, at least when after the outbreak hit the country, politics seem to have been put on the back burner, right? We didn't hear much about political activities, but until recently, and especially when over the weekend, when there was this campaign launched to stir up the memories of two historical events, one related to the 2010 red shirt street protests, which were heavily violently crushed by the military in response to what they see as a violence instigated by the protesters. And then the other event was back in 1992, the pro-democracy movement. And the people behind this campaign, obviously, is the members of the so-called progressive movement, a political group, which is a reincarnation of the Future Forward Party, which was dissolved by the Constitutional Court late last year. And the campaign has stirred up a lot of debate, a lot of criticism online. So, and it's certainly something very interesting to see how the government will respond to this.
Yes, that is the message that has shown in at least 6 venues at the Defense Ministry headquarters, Democracy Monument, Wat Pathum Wanaram, the SkyTrain near Ratchaprasong intersection, Central World, and the walls of building in Soi Rang Nam. They were lit up. The site of the 6 locations were lit up with the message called Seek the Truth. So it's very controversial, as Kun Thepchai had just explained, that may tend to have political implication. But at this juncture, Kun Thepchai, because the government still remain the state of emergency decree, so it means that any political activity cannot be allowed in this situation.
Yeah, and police said they have launched an investigation into the incident and have warned members of the progressive movement that they could face legal actions if what they did is found to violate the law. And they have been talking to a number of people who are supposed to be proprietors or owners of places on which the laser messages were shown, and trying to find out whether any damage was done to the buildings involved. So it's quite interesting because it's still not very clear as to what kind of violations, legally speaking, that the campaigners behind this incident were supposed to be involved in.
Yes, and that relates to how the government would like to keep the situation under control, both COVID-19 and political activities, because next Friday they will have another debate in the parliament on 22nd of May. So that would be quite crucial juncture in terms of politics, in terms of political situation in Thailand. That's why the state of emergency probably will be maintained until the end of June. That's speculation happening right now, Kun Thepchai.
That's right, but and to make things worse, there has been some kind of dissension within the Palang Pracharat Party, which is the core of the Prayut coalition government. And Palang Pracharat is the main pillar of this coalition. But over the past few weeks, we have heard reports of dissenting members of the party trying to force out the current leadership. And according to many sources in the party, they want to kick out Kun Uttama Savanayon, the party leader, and who is also the finance minister, and wanting to have General Pravit Wongsuwan, the deputy prime minister, to take his place. But of course, these are the wishes of those who are behind this move. But of course, if you ask General Pravit or even Kun Uttama himself, they would deny that there is such things going on in the party. But quite interesting, because both Kun Uttama and Kun Pravit have not sort of flatly denied such a movement. They only said that for the time being, there is no such thing. And for the time being, I'm still the party leader. I mean, that's the words from the Kun Uttama. So that means that for the time being, he's safe, but nobody knows what will happen the next week, the week or two from now.
Yes, so suddenly after COVID-19, situation seems to be steady decline and political situation seems heating up again, Kun Thepchai. That's quite interesting in terms of timing, which is now in May, month of lots of political implications.